Okay. This is Jody Hamilton told me to get a lav mic. So look, I can move, I can kick, and I can 50 and I can kick, or 35 if you're paying attention to Twitter. Hi.
You're never gonna get a vaccine that way.
No.
Stop kicking. Stop kicking.
Now we can see your head and your shirt.
Look, I know it's my indictment duck shirt because I'm just saying, Travis. I know you hate the song, but you might have to get used to it because, okay, we have Harry Littman on today, right?
Yes.
One of our legal lads who who knows Merrick Garland for 35 years, who now I see why they were afraid to give him a hearing. Oh my God, he's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh my God, when he started choking up about his family fleeing the Holocaust and what he owes to America. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Okay. Anyway, where was I? Oh, indictment duck, Travis. That's where we were.
Oh, I can take these headphones out.
No, don't. Wow, wow, wow. You know what? Pete Williams of NBC, when he reported the Supreme Court rulings, he was channeling our friend Richard Painter because he said legally, you know, Trump's goose is, you know.
It's cooked.
Yeah.
His goose is cooked here.
You talked over it. Okay, go ahead.
His goose is cooked here.
Yeah, that's what he said. This was the last stop.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, does he need to bother releasing a statement? Cheetolini, can he just, isn't it the same template for everything? Witch hunt, won by the most votes, whatever, right? Can't we arrest him in the future every time he says I won? Can't we? Isn't that, couldn't that be part of some case that he just immediately gets, okay. All right, yes, maybe the tiniest of violins, Sean, okay. Ooh, I'm getting used to my fancy new lav mic. I'm gonna go do the show from in the bedroom. Just kidding.
It's not wireless. Yes, it's not wireless. Come on.
Not that high tech.
Donald Trump is lashing out at the Supreme Court's recent decision to allow his private tax returns to be given to New York state prosecutors, claiming this is just another in a long line of unfair.
So sad.
Sad. Unfair political persecutions. His statement included some of his greatest hits of Trump complaints, including the $32 million Mueller hoax, Russia.
Mm-hmm.
2 impeachment attempts where I was found not guilty. It just never ends. He said, that's fascism. 999. No, what you did was fascism.
That's not.
No, this is justice. You're confusing the...
Yeah.
It's fascism, not justice, is exactly what they're trying to do with respect to me, expecting the people of our country won't stand for it. Oh, yeah, they will. Totally will. Totally will. These are attacks by Democrats willing to do anything to stop the almost 75 million, the most votes by far ever gotten by a sitting president, who voted for me in the election, an election which many people are saying many people. And experts feel that I won. Oh, you know what I can't say to that? Your feelings, really? You feel? Oh, you feel that you won. You know what? I underestimated how fun this part was going to be. This part with him being gone and his sad spiral into madness and prison. Come on. This is going to be the greatest.
He thought he was going to be protected by the Supreme Court justices that he put in there.
Yeah, did he actually say that?
Any of it.
Scaramucci tweeted that he said Gorsuch, Kavanaugh, and Barrett are the 3 worst people that have ever worked for me. Worked for me? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Hang on, I gotta read this last sentence again. An election which many people and experts feel that I won. And I agree. I will fight on. Oh, do not take my alma mater's fight song. I will fight
Oh,
on,
boy.
just as I have for the last 5 years, even before I was successfully elected. Oh my God, he is going to Chris Farley himself for the rest of his life, right?
Yes.
Remember?
Yeah.
Remember the time I won the election? I successfully won it. Okay, despite all of the election crimes that were committed against me, we will win. Okay, election crimes. All right, okay. We're going to need you to move into prison storage room B.
Well,
Yes.
apparently Rudy's been on the run too, trying to hide from the Dominion lawyers that have been trying to serve him papers for.
Has he tried behind Sidney Powell? Because she's large and they couldn't find her for quite some time. I'm definitely not behind this very handsome, large woman here. Come on. This is super fun. Okay. Didn't you love My Pillow guy? I dare you, sue me. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. 1.3 billion.
Yes. Yes.
And then he said, it'll be good for business.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yes, NBC Justice correspondent Pete Williams said this marks the end. Oh, dear. And now the end is near. Okay. It's the end of the road for the president's years-long battle to keep his tax returns either from Congress or from Cyrus Vance, the New York prosecutor. Here was his guess as to why it took so long. He said, my guess is the court wanted to stay out of any suggestion it was getting involved in politics, so it held back doing anything during the campaign, then during the fights over the election, and then during the impeachment process. Now that that's all clear, the Supreme Court's brief order has come out. So we're going to talk to Harry Littman about that and about his friend, Merrick Garland. And also, couldn't this be an opportunity to get rid of Clarence Thomas? Wouldn't it? How about, okay, I'm just saying.
It's feeling a little that way.
Don't you think? He and his crazy drunk dial-in wife, maybe? Bye-bye?
Yeah.
Wow, wouldn't that be karmically fantastic? Joe Biden gets to go back in time and undo one thing that he says was a mistake, that whole Michigas, right?
That whole
wow.
Anita Hill. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, and then put Anita Hill in his seat. Come on, karma, let's do this. He wrote a dissent after the High Court refused to hear a Republican challenge to the Pennsylvania State Court decision that extended the deadline to receive mail-in ballots in last November's election, which once again raised questions about his wife's activism. Is that what they're calling it when you fund and encourage terrorists to overthrow the United States government? Oh, she's an activist. Activist/drunk dialer, Ginny Thomas. The Supreme Court declined to take up the case challenging Pennsylvania's state count, and Trump and supporters like Ginny Thomas have challenged state laws to claim Joe Biden's win was illegitimate. She publicly endorsed the Stop the Steal rally and that turned into the deadly assault at the Capitol. And her husband wrote a dissent that seems destined to justify attempts by Republican state legislatures to limit mail-in voting in future elections. Right, a lot of tweets on this after his wife Ginny endorsed the January 6th insurrection and sent her love to domestic terrorists. Why is Justice Thomas still sitting on the Supreme Court?
Yeah.
Oh, it just must be, there might just be unintended gifts from this whole last 4 years of another tweet, for the sake of the integrity of the highest court in the United States of America, Justice Thomas must resign. Ginny Thomas must be investigated for her role in the January 6th insurrection. He and his wife were clearly radicalized. And one last one, has anyone found examples of voter fraud via mail in elections that weren't Republicans trying to cheat? So Thomas's opinion is just not based on fact. Investigate Ginny Thomas and expand the court. I say here.
Do both.
There's gifts you're expecting, and then there's unexpected gifts. I'm just saying. Okay, because Merrick Garland, man, right? I do see why people were saying he is perfect because of Oklahoma City, that's what he investigated. He's perfect for this moment in time, and he drew a straight line from that to January 6th, right? Senator Whitehouse asked him, are you going upstream? He's like, we're going wherever the evidence takes us, right?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, it was, here he is. Let's listen to a little Merrick Garland.
From 1995 to 1997, I supervised the prosecution of the perpetrators of the bombing of the Oklahoma City Federal Building, who sought to spark a revolution that would topple the federal government. If confirmed, I will supervise the prosecution of white supremacists and others who stormed the Capitol on January 6th, a heinous attack that sought to disrupt a cornerstone of our democracy, the peaceful transfer of power to a newly elected government.
Yep. Yeah, and this part was important. Merrick Garland.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I certainly agree that we are facing a more dangerous period than we faced in Oklahoma City than at that time. From what I have seen, and I have no inside information about how the department is developing its work, it looks like an extremely aggressive and perfectly appropriate beginning to an investigation all across the country in the same way our original Oklahoma City investigation was, but many times more.
Yeah. It did strike me many times. Wow, what an amazing Supreme Court justice he would have been.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to be an amazing attorney general. And have they started mocking him on the right for crying about his relatives dying in the Holocaust? I'm guessing they did. Okay.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet either. That would be.
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this part. Okay, wait for it. This is going to be a little bit orgasmic for me. Hang on a second.
Okay.
I'm not the president's lawyer. I'm the United States lawyer, and I will do everything in my power, which I believe is considerable,
Right there.
to fend off any effort by anyone to make prosecutions or investigations partisan or political in any way.
Okay. Yeah, right there. Right there. Okay. All right. A little to the left. Okay. Doesn't it just feel like everything's back? Justice is back.
Yeah.
Empathy is back.
Yeah.
That candlelight ceremony. How did that not have you
Boring
crying?
is back. Boring is back too.
Yeah, boring. It's fantastic.
I'm okay with that.
Boring. But just the candlelight ceremony, you realize like we haven't had a chance to mourn as a nation, and we finally have a president who, and just obviously the way he talks about loss is really, so deep, clearly, and authentic and touching. And anyway, but the numbers, right, that he says more than World War I, II, and Vietnam combined, that we haven't really stopped as a nation to take that in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just to watch the clips from a year ago of Trump going, "Oh, it's a couple people, it'll be zero soon. It's nothing that we're." I mean, it's anyway. What a day yesterday, right? America's back, baby. Justice is back. It was really. And thank you, by the way, COVID relief moving at record speed. Lawrence O'Donnell, Senate geek. He worked in the Senate, but it's already been through 9 committees. I don't think people realize with all the impeachment and all that stuff how fast they're moving. Yeah. And thank you, Steve Marmel, our friend. He said, bipartisanship means national consensus. Biden's COVID package has that. Nobody cares what a bunch of GOP shills in Congress and Senate who supported a coup and continue to bend a knee to a twice-impeached failure of a human have to say. Thank you. That was the headline that made me the happiest, Travis, is Republicans are sad and Biden's giving up on a bipartisan. Where? Oh, please. We've been down this road before. And by the way, all your ideas are crappy, Joe Manchin and whoever moderate centrist, like making it, people are rich that make 50.
Cinema.
Yeah, just don't get her involved yet. My point is,
You're confusing her. You're confusing her.
He is involved.
On this COVID relief, he's like, oh, people are rich that make $50,000 a year, don't need any help, and blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's just, they're all bad ideas that they were trying to water down the COVID relief bill, as usual, right? Just like on healthcare and everything else.
Yeah.
So, bully on President Biden is my point. Bully. Bully, sir. Okay, so a lot to get. Wow, that's a big stack, Travis. Look, now I can roll back and you can see what my life is like. Look at that. We have a lot.
You have some newfound freedom. What are you going to do with all that freedom of yours?
Willy-nilly.